Hello, hello, and we are back. Right now, we have a pretty action-packed four-way race coming up here for you. We have Demon Souls Remake here, and I'm gonna pass it off to the runners for you right now. Don't forget we have a live donation incentive happening right now. Please make these guys have a harder time fighting the man-eaters. Go ahead, click the donate link, and make them fight the man-eaters, and make them suffer a little bit more on this race. So anyways, I'm going to pass it off to the runners. Go ahead, guys.
Hey, I'm Goofball the Cat. I'm not actually one of the runners, but welcome to our Demon Souls podcast. Today we're going to be talking about how Demon Souls is a very fun game. I'm going to introduce my guests, or rather, beckon them to introduce themselves. Let's start with blanxz, and you can pass along blanxz. Hello.
Hello, I am blanxz. I am in the bottom right corner of your guys' screen. I am also known as the Blanket Man, or the leader of the Glorp gang, as some may call me. Yeah, this is my first speedrun game. I ran this since about 2021, on and off, the beginning of 2021. And it's really nice to, be back with the gang once again. We did this last year with the original Demon Souls. And it's nice to see the same people here again. And yeah, who's next?
That's in me. Hi, I'm BertoPlease. I've been running since the original Demon Souls like 2018, 19. But I retired last year, and last SCM was pretty much the last time I ran. So you're getting rusty old man runs. I learned a tech for this 4 hours ago, and I haven't tried it. So it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. All right. Duck, go.
Hi, I'm Duck, and just like Berto, actually after Berto retired from Speedruns, everyone else retired too in Demon Souls community. So it's actually like really funny to be back here, and we're going to do some different roads, and I just hope we will have fun and don't die too much.
Bro, I was drinking water. You actually made me spit take that. Just like you left and everyone else just left. Anyway, yeah, go on. Nada, I guess, next.
Oh, yeah.
And then we get Carter at the end, I guess.
Hey, I'm Nada. I am in whichever remaining corner of your screen. I don't know. I don't have it up. But yeah, I'm the baby of the group. I'm the newest of the Demon Souls runners, even though I started a year ago and then also somehow managed to retire from Demon Souls in that year. But now, like Berto, also back and learning the run pretty recently. Not gonna out myself how recently, but it's gonna go just swell.
Nice. And Carter, we got last commentator here.
Yeah, I'm Carter. I have also been running Demon Souls Remake from about when it was released up to my retirement, right after Berto's retirement. Really excited to have everybody back here. Also, just a quick note, the route that we are doing, or the category that we're doing today, is kind of an experimental, radical new speedrun approach to the game. Magic is so broken in Demon Souls that pretty much every speedrun just uses magic, but we decided we're going to try something different. So everybody's going to be speedrunning the game using only melee, no spells to do damage. So it's going to be a whole new world here for everybody, and we'll see.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily start out thinking it's gonna be no magic. It's just novelty name, melee versus magic based run. But I think we're all gonna do like only Storm Ruler, or not even Storm Ruler, like a bow for Storm King, and that's it. No magic really. We'll see. I don't know. No, whatever. it's not a rule. It's just a.
See how it goes when we get there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we should get started since we're really behind, huh? So
Yeah. So
yeah,
I guess
it's got a tutorial prompt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm about to
yeah.
say that.
So, run starts when everybody says, no, I don't want to do the tutorial. That's slow. So I'll count everybody down.
Yeah.
So on go is when we start the time. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're off. So everybody's going to load in after the tutorial here in the Nexus. And the first thing that we're all going to do is teleport to the first map. This is a required first area in Demon Souls before the game opens up. And we're basically going to try and get through this first level as quickly as possible. And you'll see early on that our runners are going to take a couple of different pathways through this first level. Two of them are going to perform something that we call 1-1 skip, which uses some texture deloading tech in order to skip a bunch of the level. However, I believe Duclier is not going to be doing that because he's going to pick up some pine resin to boost his melee damage a little later on in some boss fight. So we're going to see this experimental high-tech melee route diverge right from the get-go. Meanwhile, we are running past the first few enemies through the first fog gate, and we're going to do a minor skip up here, which we usually just call boulder skip. It's a carefully timed roll, which is going to avoid this boulder trap here at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, I'm also doing the same thing Duck is, pretty much exactly. I just copied his run.
You're grabbing the resin too instead of 1-1 skip?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's gonna be pretty much even on the screen. Like left side is one run, right side's another. Or route, rather. Yeah, you should probably explain that, I guess, if you know Carter or Goof.
Yeah, so there's basically, we've come up with two potential routes for melee percent, which are based on two different weapons. So one of the weapons that seems viable is the Dragon Bone Smasher equipped with a glitch, a move swap glitch. If any of you guys watch Dark Souls 1 speedruns, you're probably familiar with move swapping, where you put the attacks of one weapon onto the power and damage and animations of another. And we're going to use that with the Dragon Bone Smasher to basically swing the biggest, strongest, heaviest weapon in the game like it's a little dagger or something. Meanwhile, I believe blanxz and Nada are going to be doing a different route, using the Crescent Falchion, more or less as intended by the developers, and buffed with black pine resin and some other things to do massive damage to the bosses. And speaking of doing massive damage to the bosses, just to note that we do have an incentive ongoing for this run. The incentive is to fight man-eaters. We have a glitch that can skip man-eaters, but that's not that exciting. That's not good enough for us. So if you guys can get those donations in and put them towards that fight man-eaters incentive, we can watch all four of these runners suffer in great pain before the most annoying boss in this game, which we all want to see. So let's get those donations in, please, and make them fight the man-eaters. We need that.
Yeah, we love man-eaters. Favorite boss.
Definitely
For donation right now.
the best boss.
Sure.
Go ahead.
All right, so I have a $10 donation from Maiden Estrella that says, "Please tell everyone in Demon Souls Remake race not to kill me this time. I just think that would be very nice."
We'll talk.
We'll think about it.
Thank you, Maiden Estrella.
All we need is a Nexus skip. Easy,
That's
right?
not to say anything about Maiden and Black, though.
I don't know. She might live. I think that was our incentive last time we did this, was to either kill or spare the maiden. No spoilers.
That's always an
though.
easy one.
None of us have ever actually beaten this game, so I can't really. We have no idea what happened.
Yeah, it's impossible. Have you heard about this game? It came out in 2009. It's hard's really hard.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
We are in the first boss fight now, by the way, fighting the phalanx. I see some pine resin on some axes, and I also see some swords, and top right is in the danger zone with let's see. I think that's not
That's Nada. Looks like his did he have pine resin in the first place, or did it run out?
I think he's going no resin, saving it, I believe, for
Yeah, if they're doing a one skip, yeah, most likely.
There we go.
I had like 3 duds with my bombs.
Phalanx is weak to fire, so that's like a major thing. You want to have fire damage.
Right, either fire bombs or pine resin, and it can be tricky to. It's a little bit RNG, or at least it's so precise that it's hard to aim the fire bombs.
I did monumental skip. If someone wants to talk about it.
Yeah, that's one of our newest skips. So Duclier basically performed a skip that it skips a whole cutscene and saves about 5-10 seconds when you're talking to the monumental. I think that might be the most recently discovered skip. We figured it out a few months ago.
Oh, wow.
Even though we're all retired, we're all kind of like in the nursing home, just kind of poking around.
Yeah, we're doing LAN parties, playing the original
finding
Demon Souls instead.
5-second time saves for whenever we all, come back.
5 seconds. God, I didn't realize everyone retired after me. That's pretty funny and depressing.
It's fun. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say now we're seeing the routes diverge. So we have a couple runners making their way to the Depraved Chasm and a couple of runners making their way to the Prison of Hope. And this is basically due to different setups with the different weapons. So, for example, you can see Nada making his way towards the Fool's Idol boss fight. Meanwhile, Blanket Man is working his way through the Depraved Chasm. And Berto's on the bridge.
Yeah, I was a little scared.
All right, we made it. That's a very scary part of the run, is working your way up that bridge. I think Blue Point, when they remade this game, actually added an achievement for rolling up the bridge without dying.
Yeah, I missed the escape here. I had to play safe.
Did you miss the ring?
Yeah, I didn't took the ring.
Yeah, same. But you can just kind of duck it, which I don't think in OG you couldn't duck it because they don't have the animation for that. Just you pick it up standing up. So
Yeah.
And we also have a boss fight commencing here. Top left, you can see the Leechmonger fight, which is going to be done with a Pine Resin buff and melee. Unlike in normal any percent or any percent no Bowtech, where we just nuke him with a homing soul arrow, we have to actually swing a weapon and fight him. But still a pretty simple boss fight. The damage is there, and it looks like we're getting out of that one without any trouble. Great fight.
Yeah, just essentially hit him and don't die. Is how you usually deal with this guy.
Yeah,
It's
a foolproof method, honestly. Like if you just do that in every game, you always win. Easy.
A funny thing about this game is it's called a remake, but it's essentially built on top of the original code base of Demon Souls. So there's a lot of stuff that was patched out, but there's also a lot of stuff that is just still there from the original Demon Souls. So like, for example, move swap is in this game, and that was in the original Demon Souls. It's in DS1 because it just carried over. They reused the same code that allowed it to happen, and now it's here.
That's cool that glitch kind of leapfrogged Dark Souls 2 and 3 and Bloodborne, and then wound up in a 2020 game because of that.
I'm guessing you might want to talk about the
Fool's Idol fight. Sorry, go ahead, Goof.
the Fool's Idol. I was just going to say you might want to talk about the Fool's Idol. Sorry if I interrupted you.
Yeah, the Fool's Idol fight, which you just saw, basically is done with a stun lock. So if you manage your stamina well and do basically just a lot of R1s with the dagger, you can keep her in her stagger animation so that she never gets to do anything. She basically is just recoiling from each attack throughout the entire fight, and you can kill her without really anything else happening. And we saw 2 of our 4 runners just execute that pretty perfectly. And now those 2
I was really tight for me. I almost didn't get it off, but yeah.
ran out of stams.
Where's the copy pasta ready?
And now we're making our way in the Crescent Falchion route, making our way through the island's edge, rolling past some skeletons.
Other route for Dragonbone Smasher.
Yeah,
or also us anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, I also use Crescent Falcon.
Yeah, just for like a fight or 2.
Yeah.
Right, because we have to get through Flame Lurker to get the Bone Smasher to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's more like a backup. It's mostly for souls and backup, really. Yeah.
Wait, so nobody's doing the dagger sticky white stuff fight?
No, we are. Duck and I
Yeah,
are.
we are.
Oh, sick. Nice. That's a classic. That's what you do in the original game, speedrun. And that's a buff item, by the way. Do they still call it that in the remake? Did they rename
They
it?
call it slime.
Slime.
Fighting him as intended, with the I guess it's a broken shard of metal in his stomach that stuns him, and then you can take him out in just 1 or 2 cycles. Is it possible to one cycle him with Falchion in this route? I'm not sure.
It is possible if I was using Magician, but I'm using Hunter, so I have a little less damage on my Funk. The weapon scales with magic status.
Ah, I see.
Hey, Berto, are you alive? I don't think Berto's alive. I think he might have died.
Oh, we may have a dropout in one of our 4.
yeah.
It's okay. I'm sure our tech team will get him back up and running soon. Also, just a reminder that we still have an incentive to make these guys fight the Man-Eater boss. If you guys want to get those donations in and put them towards the Man-Eater fight incentive, we're getting a little closer to that boss fight, although we still have to do a little bit of other stuff first. We've got Nada currently, or actually I think that's blanxz making his way towards the Fool's Idol fight.
Oh yeah, not they're both of them are in 3-1 right now. That's blanxz who's doing Fool's Idol right now. Nada right on the way, right on blanxz's heels.
You can see that stun lock strat right there. Perfect. And it goes so fast in this category too.
Yeah, the Black Pine
Black
does so
Pine,
much damage.
Very nice, very nice. And now Duclier is actually going to be the first one in the Dragon Bone Smasher route to make it toward that weapon. He's picking up the sticky white slime, getting hit in the head with some boulders, but recovering really well. And he is going to do a couple of skips, actually, in order to get to the Flame Lurker fight, which is very scary. So all eyes on Duke for this fight coming up.
This is gonna be the hardest fight so far. And if I die, this game doesn't have dupes like the original, so yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes it more concerning for sure. In the
Oh my
original,
God.
you have infinite sticky white stuff, as it's called then.
I missed Armor Spider skip.
That one's a tough one. So what Duclier is doing, if you watch top left, this is a pretty precise parkour type of skip where we're gonna roll onto a railing, like a little piece of collision, and then use that as stable ground to roll out of bounds. And it's not too difficult once you get the hang of it, but it is very precise. If you don't line it up correctly, then you kind of just slide and have to run back around. So we'll see if he gets it this time. And also, it's extra scary in this route because we don't have cloak or anything to hide us from the enemies. So he also has to dodge the fireball attack of the fat official while he's performing that pretty precise parkour. See if he gets it this time. I believe.
The funny thing about this out of bounds is this same out of bounds is in the original. They just patched the method of doing it that's in the original, but so you have this instead.
Oh, that's interesting. How does it work in the original?
In the original, you just literally walk off into the out of bounds area.
Man?
That's convenient. Oh no!
Yeah. Oh.
Poor
Came up
Duke.
a little short there.
So yeah, this armored spider skip, you just drop down into 2-2 out of bounds, similar way, but the way of getting out is different.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of nice that the OOB is still there, though. Being able to adapt skips and stuff from the original into the remake is a neat process.
Yeah. The comparison between the two games, like what this game does differently and the same in terms of tech, is really, really interesting, in my opinion.
Totally.
It's like a process of what they patched out, what they patched in, what stayed the same.
And Duclier got the skip that time, so now he's going to do 2 quit outs in a row, and what that does is, for whatever reason, it kind of convinces the game that he's actually in the next area. So by quitting out twice, he's going to actually load in to the Tunnel City, which is the next map after Stonefang Village or whatever. And then he's going to intentionally die. And when he dies, since the game now thinks that he's in map number 2-2, he's going to respawn at that archstone behind the armor spider, and he can kill the boss by just smacking it in the booty over and over. Really cool skip there.
Yeah. It looks like Nada failed 4-1 skip, and he gave up, and he's going the normal way.
Respect. As someone who's failed 4-1 skip many a time.
Yeah. You know, that's a skip that was in the original, and it's just parkour. You just hop over, and you're in the next area. But it's harder in this game because of the frame rate, 60 frames per second. And maybe the roll distance is adjusted.
I almost didn't kill it fighter. I don't know if you guys actually know this, but even if we are behind the spider, if she does her fire attack, I mean where she fills the room with oil, she hits you and you die.
Oh, I've never done it melee. I've only done the easy mode magic nuke, so that's kind of funny.
I mean, it's because it's way faster doing the dagger with stick-white stuff, but since I am backing up, it's kind of lower with Falcon, so it's pretty precise, like, you have to kill her with the right timing.
And you also don't have the cat ring, right? In
Yeah.
your route, Duke, so you gotta go down the long way to the Flame Lurker fight.
Yeah.
Which also makes that fight very scary because it's a lot of time lost if you have to redo it.
Yeah. Same parkour down in the original, hopping down those platforms.
So if you watch top left here, chat, Duclier is making his way to the Flame Lurker fight, and this is going to be a very scary fight. So send all of your good vibes, send all of your wide vibes down to Brazil for Duclier to defeat the Flame Lurker right here.
Suspense.
He's gonna buff his dagger and take a stamina buff so that he can attack more. And then, yeah, you can see Flame Lurker has a lot of HP for this early in the game, and he can basically damage you just by moving around, which makes this very difficult. You're basically just standing next to a hitbox the entire time. Slam the ground, really good reactions there from Duclier. Got him about halfway. He's gonna take some grass, play it safe. We love to see that. Flame Lurker with the swipe, Duclier with the roll. He's back behind him, and you can stun lock him a little bit, similar to Fool's Idol, with some well-timed R1s. But it's much less foolproof than the Idol stun lock is.
Mm-hmm. You know, another consideration is you can play this fight very safe, but all of your damage is coming from the buff. The dagger does, no damage at all, almost literally. So you have to think about, well, this buff, this very finite supply of buffs is going to run out, so I have to really go to town on this guy.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of incentivizes you to take risks, which is concerning. We got him down to about 15% of health, but he's misbehaving. He's slamming. He's jumping, chat. And we got him. Oh wait, we almost got him.
Yeah, I thought
he's got a sliver left. Okay, we got him.
But he had 2 HP left.
Great fight, Duclier. Great job.
I was really scared because I used my chill white stick stuffs, and ideally we will fight him with just one, but if I died here, it just basically rip run. And call it a day. So yeah.
Duclier is
guys.
now going to make his way into the Dragon God fight. And that is basically a scripted fight involving some deloading of textures, which I think I'll explain that a little later. This might actually be a good time for donations if we have a couple.
Perfect timing, because I do want to report to you guys that the incentive has been met. So the man-eaters incentive is go. You
Let's
guys are going to
go.
be needing to defeat them, thanks to a lovely donation from Peanut. $350 from Peanut, and the comment just says Mbasa.
Yo.
Yeah, Peanuts.
Peanut, you are the MVP. Thank you so much. That's very generous. And thanks everybody who donated to that incentive. That's going to be fun.
Hello.
Hey, Berto.
Hi.
Welcome back, Berto.
Thanks. My power went out, and there was one of them like, oh, I have to go to the breaker kind of situations.
Oh,
was fine.
sorry.
I can't believe that the man-eaters flew to your house and cut your power to stop you from fighting them.
I know, right?
But it won't work.
Still have to fight them.
I killed Flame Lurker Berto, so I am like way more calm now.
Yeah, the hard part's over.
I mean, there are other hard fights, but now my run isn't getting the risk of getting over.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
the
at
part-
first I
that's
was like,
the
oh, it's
scary
fine. I
part.
just had cut my feed, but I just realized, oh no, everything was going through my audio. So it was that was. Not
Oh,
fun
that's
for
what
real.
that was. I see.
Yeah. Yeah. They all. Pretty sure y'all were using my audio, so I was like, oh fuck.
Right, and Duclier is wrapping up the Dragon God fight with his Dragon Bone Smasher, and that's why in that route he did Flame Lurker so early with that very risky sticky white stuff strat. That's to get to Dragon God and get this Dragon Bone Smasher weapon that he's now going to apply the move swap and use that to steamroll the rest of the bosses in the run.
Where the heck am I? Oh, I'm here. Okay.
And the move
Meanwhile,
swap.
Nada
applied-
is in single combat with Patches, who you may know from such games as Dark Souls, if anybody's played that one. Dark Souls 3.
Never heard of it.
Patches isn't in Dark Souls 2, is he? Or is he?
He's
like a-
yeah,
He's like a reskinned kind of character.
like
technically
a
not
default
Patches.
guy.
Isn't Patches in Elden Ring?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, 2 years later I beat
What's
that.
Elden Ring?
I've never heard of Elden Ring.
PS2 game, I think.
I think it's one of the DLCs to Dark Souls 2.
Oh, okay.
That is statistically more likely than not to be the case.
I was
Yep.
gonna point
Berto
out.
making his way to Adjudicator, gonna take him out in hopefully just 1 or 2 cycles. Duclier is now in the Depraved Chasm. blanxz is on his way to Flame Lurker, and so we'll have another exciting Flame Lurker fight if you watch blanxz here. He's picking up a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. That's kind of a recovery item. That's probably for safety, I'm guessing. And here we have the Lurker. blanxz is going to use Water Veil to protect himself from some of Flame Lurker's fire damage. And he's going to fight Lurker with the Crescent Falchion, which does more damage per hit, and also saves him having to grab the buff. So he can take his time a little bit more than you can if you're fighting him with the dagger and the...
Up. I said no to the maiden. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Oh no, I hate when I do that. If you mash, then for some reason the default option is to tell the maiden, you know, actually I don't want soul power. I don't want to level up. I don't want to kill the demons. I don't really want to play this game. Please
Maiden,
leave
let's
me
run.
alone."
Let's go. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. I'm back now.
I'm fighting Lichmonger, and blanxz discovered some time ago that in 60 FPS they're running one-handed attack of the Dragon Bone Smasher. It's like 2 or 3 times, If
Yeah,
you
it's like a
aim
double hit or
well.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like 100% buff on the second or and third hit, but
Yeah, no, it's like chip damage almost, but it's still nice.
yeah. That's why I'm not
Yeah.
using move swap yet.
You can also buff. You can't buff your weapon using move swap.
Yeah, that's right.
Ah, yeah.
So it kind of like applies the black pine resin like twice.
Yeah, that's nice. So blanxz is in the Dragon God fight, and since we didn't really explain it while Duclier was doing it, I'll give a quick rundown real quick. Essentially, the Dragon God fight takes advantage of like one of the major pieces of tech that we have speedrunning this game, which is that we can use cinematic mode, basically putting the game in 30 FPS but higher graphics in order to take advantage of slow loading of textures. So a lot of objects in this game, the visual, like what you see, will load in when you like load in from the main menu. It'll load in before the collision. So a lot of objects like boxes, coffins, in this case the columns, will load in so that you can see them, but they don't actually have any collision, and you can actually walk right through them until they load in. And that's something that we take advantage of basically in every category except glitchless, because it lets us do things like standing in a box so that it loads in and boosts you up to get out of bounds. And also in the case of the Dragon God fight, we can basically just quit out before the boss and then reload and then just walk right through the columns that you're supposed to break and hide behind and all of that stuff. So really, really useful tech. Big props to Bluepoint for making a game that only kind of loads. That's really helpful for us.
By the way, I used the same glitch to take the Dragon Bone Smasher, because otherwise we would need to be on full white tendency to take the sword there.
Right, there's usually some stuff in the way unless you're at white soul tendency, right?
Yeah, and if you do the glitch in 30 FPS, you just go through the debris there and take the sword.
So even you at home can get the Dragon Bone Smasher.
Yeah.
Even you.
On my route, I decided to not use magic at all, like any magic. So I'm going to do 5-2 now, the village, without cloak, which is pretty
Yeah,
scary.
Thief Ring is not like a cloak is more effective in general, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this can be very scary. There's a lot of enemies with very fast attacks. If you watch Duclier's screen, he's going to do some really careful pathing and hopefully not have any unfortunate enemy behavior on his way through. A big reason why this is scary, and this is a key part of this entire speedrun, is that Duclier also needs to be at low health, and that's to set up the clever rats ring. Oh no, no, no.
It's okay.
Okay,
I
so-
had a reflex to quit out. So
That was
just-
actually great for explanation purposes.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks for demonstrating, Duck.
I just need to like set up the clever rat ring again, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just enter the fight and
See how it goes.
yeah. It's gonna be slower, but I don't think it's actually.
Hey.
It'll be faster than running through all of 5-2 again, so yeah, I see where you're coming from. Meanwhile, Berto is now doing that scary, scary Flame Lurker fight with the dagger and the sticky white stuff. And at the same time, Duclier is fighting the Dirty Colossus, my personal arch nemesis of this game.
This is the run.
Do it back to him, yeah.
So I'm hoping that Berto and Duclier both prevail and the bosses both are vanquished. Duclier's got some pretty awesome damage even without Clever Rat Ring set up. Meanwhile, the Berto's got Flame Lurker down about halfway. He's hopping around. He's confused. He just got done fighting Duclier, and he doesn't really understand what's going on. He's never had to deal with this much speed all at one time.
It's just it does things to you to die and then come back just to die the same way. Which is what all these enemies do.
Which is fair, because that's what I do when I play Souls games.
Yeah, it is kind of it's a two-way street. Like,
Yeah,
you have
this is
to think about the mental damage.
this is the prequel to Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Oh,
And
yeah, it's a little spooky.
nicely done, Berto.
Thanks.
Oh
I had
my
to use
god.
I had to use my second
Congrats, Berto.
white stuff, but you worked out.
And Duclier making his way to the Maiden Estrella boss fight, even though she generously donated and asked us very nicely not to kill her. I think that for the purposes of finishing the run, we're going to have to ignore that.
I mean,
request.
I don't kill her. She just give me her soul.
Your soap.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's one way to put it.
I almost got one tapped by the running attack in the village, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, I see you're doing. blanxz is doing Colossus at high health as well. Should be okay. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. I was about to explain how Clever Rat Ring works. If you're familiar with Dark Souls speedruns, it's the same idea as RTSR, the Red Tearstone Ring. It essentially is an item that makes your damage go up significantly when you're at low health. So we do a lot of this run at very low health, which makes it so that pretty much anything can kill us in one hit once you get to the back half of the run. And
You guys like the strafe that I'm doing right now?
Yeah, I do. I like that a lot. You should do it again.
You can actually just
Very
run
cool.
underneath his hand. It's very funny.
It looks like you have him in an AI loop too, or at least you did for a while there.
What are we talking about?
I was watching blanxz do Dirty Colossus, just
Ooh.
Peepo strafing under
Oh
his
yeah,
arm.
Yeah.
That's
All right, really good runs for everybody so far. We've had a lot of clean boss fights, some sketchy pathing, but that's just Demon Souls. Anybody who's played this game knows that rarely do you make it through a level of Demon Souls unscathed.
Yeah, I was like
Only-
really scared on 5-2 and I saw the guy running.
only one tech issue so far. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, we took one hit from the power grid, but we managed to recover.
Good old Texas power grid. Oh heck.
And Duclier making his way through 1-2, the Lord's Path. This is another, speaking of sketchy pathing, this is a map that requires some very specific timing of how you run and how you move through the enemies, and Duclier is executing it very, very well here.
You guys like backstabs?
I've
Aren't you
been
like
known to enjoy a
Oh,
backstab.
Right? You fucking villain.
Yeah, so blanxz is rolling past Maiden Estrella's boyfriend Garl Vinland and backstabbing him. There's a couple different ways you can complete this boss fight, actually. You can kill her, or you can kill her boyfriend, and blanxz is going for option number 2. And now all he has to do is run down and have a chat with Estrella, and she will give up her boss soul, as well as her generous donation to Save the Children, a wonderful charity that you too can
Thank you,
support
Maiden.
here at the Souls Charity Marathon by smashing that exclamation point donate in the chat and putting it towards any of the wonderful incentives we have for upcoming rounds.
Dang, didn't realize you're hosting as well as commentating. Dang.
I'm covering all the bases, you know. I'm like blanxz running all those different speedrun games. I'm just doing it all. And Duclier is in the Tower Knight fight here. This boss can be finicky. We fight him very different ways in different categories. In any
Yeah.
percent, we actually do an AI freeze to not fight the boss at all.
I'm having
In any percent no tech, we nuke him with magic. And here we
A
have
lot
to
of
attack his
problems.
legs, knock him down. And he is misbehaving.
Yeah, like the strategy is to use dagger with fine resin there to get him on the ground and use the sword, but I messed it up and I'm also out of healing items, so I was scared to die there.
Yeah, that's a long run back. I think that was really well done, all things considered.
Yeah.
And now Duclier is going to make his way into the easiest, safest, least concerning map in all of Demon Souls, the Inner Ward, where nothing can go wrong and everything's just really chill and easy.
And it's going to be my first move swapped fight, so...
You'll use move swap for the penetrator.
Yeah. Come here.
Very cool.
Not a name that they changed in the remake. The penetrator.
No, yeah, they were like, he's definitely still the penetrator.
Yeah.
No
And
qualms about that one.
meanwhile, we have blanxz making his way through Upper Latria with a very slick, clever rat setup on the Maneater there.
Oh, he's already
I missed
fighting
the skip that happens in Upper Latria, but we'll explain that next time someone gets there. And thanks to the generous donations towards our Maneater's incentive, blanxz now has to fight the Maneaters melee
make it?
only.
Nice.
Yeah, we made it.
Poggin.
Big pogs. So this is a very scary boss. Its AI is essentially broken, and it ends up being a gank boss if you don't kill the first one fast enough. So best of luck to blanxz here.
Good luck, blanxz.
And again, he's also doing the fight at about 20% of his max HP, so very scary.
This is not going well.
That looks like it's going great, actually.
Yeah,
The
what are you
fun
on
thing
about?
about man-eaters is when they decide to just fly off and just waste your time, and then the other one shows up because you just got him to half health.
Yeah,
That
I
can
like when
happen.
they just kind of turn and just leave the fight and then chill for a while and then come back.
Or run into the bridge and then get stuck down there. I've heard of that happen. At least in OG it's happened. Oh.
But blanxz
Yeah.
did manage to take out the first Maneater before the second one showed up, so not having to deal with two at a time there is really nice. Meanwhile, Duclier is making his way through the final gauntlet of Inner Ward. He's going to use his shield to avoid these Red Eye Knights, and whew, man, that part right there, Duclier, always gets my heart rate
Yeah.
way too high.
I quit out because I need to actually move swap.
And blanxz took out the Maneater. Great fight.
Nice.
I fucking
Nice.
forgot to discard the weapons. Oh my god, I'm so low.
Oh yeah, I should do that too.
Yeah.
So blanxz is going to continue immediately to another boss fight, which is going to be against the Old Monk, which is a very fun fight in melee. You can kind of bully him. It's nice. And
Oh yeah, with the
Duclier,
DBS. Oh,
meanwhile,
DBS at least. I
executing-
don't know about...
Duclier is
Please.
executing the move swap here and making his way into the... Oh, wow. And Berto is just going to duke it out with Shrek here. We call this NPC Shrek because she does not want you in her swamp.
The way she just flew backwards was so satisfying.
Oh yeah, I know. I love doing
I
that.
really like that.
runs usually.
Yeah, DBS is... that's what's gonna happen to Old Monk with a DBS and a mana. A lot of mana.
Duclier fighting the Penetrator with a move swap Dragon Bone Smasher. This is the first time I think that this has been seen in any Soul Speedrun showcase, by the way, this move swap DBS fight. Very
Yeah!
cool stuff.
Even in OG, because I mean it's not as useful in either of this, but I don't know, it's just a fun one we thought about doing.
Great fight, Duclier.
Nice. He's really easy with move swap, like... Because the dagger
Yeah, that animation,
dodge, yeah,
that's so
it's
fast.
perfect.
You're perfect.
Oh, you're perfect.
And blanxz takes out the Old Monk with some clever shield backstab strats. That's a cool way to fight him. Just shield him and then strafe around and get the backstab. It's pretty precise, but very cool when it works.
Yeah, that would never work in Lies of P.
I don't get it, but it sounds funny.
Lies of, oh, I guess that wasn't a backstab.
Oh.
You need like a prompt to backstep and like.
Oh god, so it's like Sekiro, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
That one, even that one is a little finicky at times, so... Oh, heck.
And Duclier making his way now to the final boss of the first Archstone. A little something we like to call King Alant, which is going to be another very scary fight. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I love.
Easy, boss. You got it.
And
Just curse it.
Praja, that Ostrava doesn't get in the elevator with Duclier.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Ostrava just wants to participate, you know. He wants to support Save the Children.
Thanks,
He, you know-
guys.
Oh no!
Oh wow, I should not have been telling jokes about Ostrava. He did not appreciate it. So Duclier's going to do that run back again. That's kind of just bad luck. You can break his tracking with a roll there, but it's finicky. That NPC can really be a pain, especially because it typically comes very late in the run.
Yeah, and I need to say that, like, this is the first time I missed that. But okay. I mean, I died to him before, but not doing this setup.
And everyone else is in a boss fight of various types right now. Berto's fighting the Dirty Colossus with a buffed Dragon Bone Smasher. blanxz is taking out the Tower Knight by breaking his ankles and slicing him in his naughty bits. And Nada is about to go have a polite chat with Maiden Estrella, and she is going to vanish and leave behind her boss soul. Good fight, blanxz. Berto's wrapping up Colossus. Should be good.
Nice,
One more hit.
nice chip
maybe two
damage.
more hits. Got him. Good job. Great fights, everybody.
All right.
I had a great conversation with Estrella.
Now might be an okay time for a donation or two. Looks like everybody's running for a minute or so.
Alrighty, you bet. Looks like we got a $50 donation from Andrew George. They say, "This is awesome. Hope to see more in the future."
Thank you, AG. Very generous.
Of what, Demon Souls or this marathon or
Demon Souls Remake, baby. Demon Souls Charity Marathon. Let's go.
Demon Souls podcast episode 2.
We have another comment from King Alant.
Oh god.
King Alant donates $25 and says, "Judo chop."
No! Please,
No,
no.
please.
Why would you?
That's very threatening. That's like a very menacing
Wait, what?
donation from King Alant.
Oh heck, damn it.
May as well have said, "I'm gonna get you."
For those of you who are normal and haven't played Demon Souls Remake for 1,000 hours, the Judo Chop is a very scary meme attack that King Alant can do that comes out in like 3 frames and can kill you instantly.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a product of the exact same AI being copy-pasted from the original and not changed
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
For real.
All right, let's reset this. Okay, there we go. Better. I didn't have clever. I thought I did, but it was cat ring. I got confused. All right.
Oh,
Reset.
I see. So you got.
And then he
you got
healed
to
on
set
me,
up
so yeah.
now.
You've
Alright,
never
so
seen this
Duclier
many
making his way
memes.
into the King Alant boss fight. Everybody praise for Duclier.
Look, dude.
Gonna take a stamina buff, roll into Alant's attack. Thankfully, these move swipes with the Dragon Bone Smasher are very fast. And it looks like they stagger him as well, which is very helpful.
Yeah, but he can still instantly do the judo chop.
Yeah, so we're praying for no Judo Chop here.
Oh my god. There is
See, this
So
would be
in
great for
melee,
RNG with magic.
in melee, is there nothing you can do for the tornado attack? Just wait it out,
I
basically.
mean, I can attack him, but he can instantly attack me and I die.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
be behind
What
him
the
to be
fuck?
safe.
Did you guys saw that?
Oh my gosh.
He is making fun of you right now.
What the fuck?
What do you?
Oh
what
my
do you
god! King Alant has done like
Please.
6 tornadoes in a row.
Oh, I'm gonna attack him first.
Man, if we were
Ah,
doing
nice.
that, that'd
And
be
he did what it. Oh my god.
Oh,
my
that's
God.
what happens.
The bait, dude. I can't handle it.
He figured out a strat. He can win every fight now.
Yeah, like he totally reads my mind there.
That was terrible. Well, at least you have a pure white soul tendency now, Duke.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Blank
have it
definitely
right now because I need
penetrated here.
to refresh the area.
Yeah, and then he just died. So unless he didn't have soul or body form.
Nada, how did man-eaters go? I was watching
Honestly-
Allant just bully Duclier in a very vicious way. I missed your man-eaters
Yeah,
fight.
what is...
Man-Eaters was not
horrible.
bad. I did almost just roll off the That was the scary.
I mean, he did like 8 tornado attacks in a row, I think. And then when I tried, oh my god.
If we were doing magic, you got the best Allant RNG ever.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I died.
So Nada is making his way into the old monk fight. It's gonna be a little 1v1 showdown here. Pushing the man-eater out of the way with a running attack and into the fog gate.
Oh, I should have. Oops.
Looks like blanxz is getting memed by 142.
Yeah, so I didn't account for something. I tried to heal for penetrator, but now I need to get reset up again.
I don't know how many hits it is to the feet of this guy. Oh. Oh.
Kind of hard to tell. Like they start that little
Oh, heck.
smoking animation.
Bro,
before
really?
it falls down.
Alright, crotch it is. Oh, goddamn.
GG's to Nada there in the
Oh.
old monk fight.
That was the
Smashing
fight I
his
was
dragon
most
bones.
about.
I know this is technically supposed to be a race, even though we're all just kind of having fun. It's difficult to tell who's winning because everyone's doing different routes and different boss orders and stuff.
There we
But
go.
Nada has had a very clean few segments here, and making his way hot on Duclier's tail towards the end of the first Archstone.
I mean, I already died
Like
3
4
times going to Alan, so...
Yeah, and it looks like blanxz is also making his way to Alon as long as Estreva behaves, which I
Oh
really shouldn't say
my
that after what we've
God.
seen so far.
Oh, damn it, Carter. You did it again.
What? Wow, I actually did.
Yeah.
Okay. Estreva has been disinvited from the Souls charity marathon.
Yeah, and he's never coming on the podcast either.
No, not a friend of the pod. Estreva is banned. blanxz managed to make it past him into the elevator, so we've got another Allant fight coming up.
I gotta reset this now. Shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be a really long fight because I didn't account for not having Clever Rat.
You fight talent without Clever Rat?
Yeah, I healed for penetrator. I didn't account for that.
Oh.
So,
Is there a reliable way to set up on Allant, like taking a tornado attack or anything?
the judo chop sets you up. So, that's
So,
kind of the
no.
plan.
Basically.
Well,
So no.
I'm really good at getting hit by the judo chop, so.
And actually, I want to say for the first time this entire run, everyone is in the same Archstone. Everyone is
Huh?
either in 1-3 or 1-4.
Nice job,
right
guys.
now.
Thank you for dying a bunch, though, because we can make this happen.
Yeah, I died like 4 times already. One time on Island and 3 times going to Island.
Perfect.
Oh, it's just nice to have the whole family together for the holidays. And Duclier making his way to Estreva, and I'm not going to say anything.
You've already said too much.
Oh, the running attack on Estreva. Well deserved, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
my
mean,
damage
but
is really low.
last time he dodged my running attack and killed me, so...
Sounds about right. Yeah.
All right, blanxz is in the Allant fight.
Instant. Oh,
Oh, instant
Ooh.
dash! But that's a setup!
it's a setup. Let's go.
Oh my god!
Right, dude.
Alright, hopefully Allant behaves for the rest of this fight.
Are you fighting him full health or at CRR?
He started the fight at full health, and then Allant did an instant dash, which remarkably set him up perfectly in Clever Rat range.
That's
Calculated.
Yeah.
No, it was planned. It
The
was planned.
picture perfect health bar.
Literally perfect, though,
Yeah,
because I can survive a wind attack, too, now.
yeah, it's great.
What is your luck?
blanxz has Allant down about halfway. He's trying to spam his tornado attack, which is actually a wind attack from the judo chop, but still survive. Taking a full moon grass for safety.
I'm gonna play this penetrator so safe you don't even know.
I'm getting so many judo chops.
Yeah, Alant
Oh,
is.
can I like not have? Okay, there you go. Jesus, so scary.
Fuck.
And Duclier is also back in the Alant fight. So here we can kind of see the two different weapons. Oh my god, he set you up again. He's being so nice to blanxz and so
I
mean to
know!
Duclier. Grass for safety, I like that.
Really?
And a few more cycles should be good for blanxz. To defeat his demonic reflection.
I dodged
Ooh,
that judo
Duclier with
shot.
speedy dodge.
I
on the
died
edge of my
more to
chat.
penetrator yesterday than I like to admit. So.
This is the kind of high stakes content you can only find at Souls Charity Marathon 2023, supporting Save the Children.
Learn to run
you,
Demon
Alant.
Souls. It's fun, as you can see.
Great fight, blanxz. Alant is down. We've got our first runner through what I would probably say is the hardest boss.
Yeah, for melee especially. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not too bad. In any percent, we can freeze his AI, so that's no big deal, but in this route, he's tricky.
Why didn't we do any?
Because it's boring.
Nah.
Freezing everything is a lot boring.
Ah, thank God.
It's for content.
Hey guys, you guys have a second for another donation?
Yeah, go for it.
I have a $25 donation from King Alant that says,
Oh,
"How
God.
did you defeat my demonic reflection?"
Thank you, Alant. Very generous of you.
Shameful remake line instead of the OG line.
What's he say in the OG?
I don't remember. I just know it's not the original one.
Something else.
How do you defeat
Yeah.
my precious demon? I think that's what it was. I think.
Oh, I kind of like that better.
Of course, it's OG.
And Duclier did make it through Alant that time, so finally out of that that 1-4 hell pit and making his way towards the unlocked Man-Eater's incentive fight. At the same
Okay.
time, Berto is right on his tail, about to go fight Alant.
I am
Got the
move
rat set up,
swapping.
Berto?
I'm move swapping.
I am about to fight the final boss. Well, not the final boss, but
Oh. No, wrong one.
And blanxz
Oh,
is performing a skip here that uses the cat ring to basically slip through all of Archstone 4. That's a skip that was in the OG in a slightly different form, and
Hey.
it took us almost 2 years to
What's
find
up?
it in Remake. We were
Although,
looking
you know
for
what?
the 4-1 skip, 4-2 skip for a really long time, and I think it was a mixture of Nada and Duke who finally found the way to skip all of it and get straight to the Storm King fight that blanxz is doing right now.
Yeah, I discovered the drop there, and now I discovered the actual unrestricted skip.
Well, you found both the drops. I was just like, wait, you can do them into each other.
Yeah.
Just skips the entire World War, basically.
So blanxz is fighting Storm King. This is more or less a scripted fight, although in this route it's kind of scary because we don't have magic to deal with the mantas.
Is it blanxz last boss?
I
Yep.
think so.
Yeah. So
Really? Damn.
Nice.
Speed.
Yes, that blanks.
Speedy guy.
Meanwhile, Duclier is about to go fight the Man-Eaters with his fully
Nice insta
forged
dash, bro.
Dragon
Oh,
Bone Smasher.
and-
Oh,
correct.
insta dash on Berto.
insta dash into I'm behind Robo and I got body or blocked by that. Nice. And that was a
So you
full
also
health, by the way.
You also had Thief Ring on Berto, not to.
Oh, fuck.
That explains why he didn't go at me right away.
Oh no, Man-Eater! Oh,
Yeah.
that's such bad luck, Duclier.
Just got eaten.
all right. What do you guys think? Should I fight True King with fist only?
Yeah, do it.
Do it.
Give everybody else time to catch
Oh
up.
wait, what am I doing? I'm okay.
So blanxz just took out Storm King and is at the very end of the run. The final boss of Demon Souls is sort of just a victory lap. I think we've been calling him Blob lately, but it's actually the true form of King Alant, who Nada is currently fighting with a scary health bar.
That is not a lot of damage.
rat ring, cat
Oh,
ring.
nice. My god. Please hit me.
Stop trying to hit me.
Duclier
I
setting
get
up.
buff my fists.
Oh my lordy.
And blanxz is doing the final boss fist only for any challenge run enjoyers out there in chat.
No roll, no hit, no upside down controller.
Glitchless.
No
And
glitches so
Berto's
far this
making his
fight, I
way back
think.
to King Allant. Duclier's making his way back to Maneater, and Nada is in a high-stakes showdown with King Allant. Noted Save the Children donator, King Allant. If you want to be as cool as King Allant, exclamation point, donate, and get those donations in to save the children for a great cause that even an evil demonic king can support.
Okay, that is pretty satisfying. Just hitting Strava with the.
Yeah,
I think this is a loop, by the way.
seeing him go flying is great.
I'm
Berto,
pretty sure this loops infinitely.
actually, I tried to hit him with a rain attack, and he dodged it and killed me.
And Nada
Skill
got
issue.
Allant. Great job, dude.
Nice.
So Duclier just performed a skip, which I don't think we got a chance to explain. That is a skip that saves about 5 minutes of running.
Or more.
It goes by various names: heart skip, tentacle skip, meat wall skip, whatever you like to call it. But that's probably, in terms of raw time save, that's probably the most helpful skip that we have in this run, is being able to just roll over that piece of meat, tentacle, heart thing, and skip the entire running and unlocking torches thing that you're supposed to do in 3-2.
What?
And as his reward, Duclier has to fight man-eaters again.
Let's go.
Hello? Oh my god, please allow me. Do the menacing
Allow-
wall.
Doesn't really feel like fighting Berto right now, it seems like. They're just kind of having a little relaxing constitutional.
Trying out all my all the tools in my belt, so to speak.
For pistol.
Yeah, blanxz is steadily whittling down True King with his bare hands, switching to the dagger probably. So looked like it was taking a minute. Wow, 19 HP for R1.
Ooh, I almost sucked my level. Really?
There's a really cool skip you can do. Not really a skip, but like an out of bounds you can do with that attack, where Allant grabs you and then just kind of shoves you into the wall, and then that boosts you up onto the roof of his arena. I've only seen it done once, but the view is beautiful.
I've never heard of that. That's cool.
I probably have.
Completely useless, but it is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Duclier, surviving. Maybe one more. There we go. Nice.
Oh my
Good
god,
thing to
Allant.
do the man-eater.
Now I need to set up my.
Oh, hey, blanxz finished. How about that?
Hey, blanxz beat Demon Souls. Great job.
Congrats,
GG.
Blanxz.
What did you think of your first
Stop,
playthrough?
Allant.
A little bit short. A little bit of a short
Yeah,
game.
you can refund the game. Ow.
Oh, I stopped counting mandas.
I'm mood. Oh, well. Rip.
Yeah, so Nada is in the Storm King fight. To do the Storm King fight, you need to kill 6 of his little manta minions.
Heck.
That triggers the boss to swoop down from the skies in striking range. And that can be pretty scary because you have to obviously stand still to attack the 6 mantas, and there's like 15 of them or something. So you're pretty vulnerable during that, but Nada looks like he made it through okay.
Forgot. Okay, I did do 6. I wasn't counting.
Well, better than the alternative. Also, I cheated.
And Duclier making his way into Old Monk. Notta's gonna wrap up Storm King with his bow and arrow.
It is so funny to see Old Monk thrown back like that on loop.
Yeah, it's great.
That is the kind of humor that gets me.
And Notta gets through Storm King. Nice fight. I think that's gonna put Notta. Is that your last boss?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, then it's just
Notta is
swap
going
round.
on to True King and a smooth second place finish here in our 4-way Demon Souls remake race.
Nice, not
Wait till I die to True King.
Based in real Falchion route.
Let's go.
True. Both of the Falchion routes seem to come out on top.
With a little bit of help of King Alon and Berto's circuit.
Yeah, I think that,
Yeah, I was doing pretty good until now, basically.
I think it might be the case that Dragonbone is like optimally faster, but Falchion is a lot safer. You guys think?
Yeah,
that-
absolutely.
that
Yeah,
seems
that
right?
was
Yeah,
that
it's-
was my philosophy. for
Big
sure.
weapons are generally pretty risky.
Let me read off a couple donations.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see here. This looks like a duck face. That
Thanks.
donated a nice $40. So nice to see these youngings playing this PlayStation 3 masterpiece. Been some years since I played with my entertainment system, but the game looks just as great today as it was in 2008 when I was a spry 63-year-old. It's all remasters and 32K nowadays, but I'm glad this new generation of video gamers can enjoy the originals as Miyazaki commanded. Thanks, Doug.
Commanded.
Amen, brother.
Commanded.
We got a $25 donation from T Mike that says, "Please tell Nada that his grandson is rooting for him and that the kitchen sink is fixed."
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa.
Our sink got fixed. That's awesome.
I got a $50 donation from a Hattie, and a Hattie says, "Y'all pretty cute."
No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Thanks, Hattie guy.
And we have Duclier now in the final fight with Storm King. And Berto is going for another round with King Alant.
This
Berto
is the
must
last
like
one.
a lot.
No matter what happens. Yeah, the moose hop isn't really
Nada
helping me because it
finishes
switches
run,
him
beating
over.
Nada.
Grazie, grazie.
And Duclier's gonna get in position. Are you going for Storm Move? No, just playing it safe. Okay. Alant with some chops. Dash attack. That dash attack can be really scary with King Alant. Again, another instance of copy-pasted game code from 2009.
Yeah, like that.
Sometimes skips his wind-up animation and just does
Just
stuff
like that.
out of nowhere.
Just
yeah,
like that.
I did. Exactly. Thank you, King Alant, for demonstrating that for me. That was helpful.
Like you can know it's coming, and it's still just so hard to react to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Imagine that with 30 FPS too. Like it's even worse than OG.
Way too fast. And in Melee, you like don't have like the spacing to really deal with it either.
The OG's animation too, 'cause they like redid the animation some, is like there's just no wind up.
Yeah, he just appears with a hitbox in your face.
Added in like a Dragon Ball Z sound effect.
Nothing personnel, kid.
And Duclier here, buffing his weapon for the final boss, just to make sure that he doesn't die.
Not even fist only. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Weapons are cheating.
Also showing off another instance of this game's philosophy. If it's blob-shaped, it's weak to fire.
Oh, nice.
Very true.
Almost died.
I can't believe you're using Clever Rat. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're safe, it's not bad.
I mean,
He almost died.
Berto, about done fighting a lot, as long as he behaves. Couple more chops.
Good job. And behave.
I know, right?
Stomp.
Dash attack, and a dodge, and a smash. One
him a
more
bop.
Get out of here, nerd.
Bop. All right, everyone's beaten King Alon. GG's, everybody. Berto, I believe, has one more boss fight.
No.
I think
Three.
he still has the third Ice Stone before the Storm King.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh my lord.
I know
Alright.
you guys just said that was the last time we'd see King Alon, but it looks like King Alon has something else to say to you
Oh,
guys.
no.
Give a second.
Oh, he's
Oh
back.
no.
Oh, he's back.
King Alon has donated $25 and says, "My potions are too strong for you, traveler. You'd better go to a seller that sells weaker potions."
Potion seller woke up.
I don't get
Well,
it.
thank you, King Alon, for your continued support of Save the Children, a wonderful charity fighting to end hunger and malnourishment worldwide.
I don't get it.
I was just thinking that's kind of King Alon's thing in the game too.
Ending hunger and malnourishment.
Yeah, by ending all life. Yeah.
That is one approach.
By just sacrificing everyone to demons. Yeah.
And here we'll see Berto demonstrate the meat wall skip I mentioned earlier. This one also takes advantage of the texture deloading thing that we mentioned during the Dragon God fight. So you'll see Berto's going to quit out. He's going to put the game into cinematic mode, which causes some textures to load in slower. Then he's going to reload, and when he comes in, this torch in front of him, even though you can see it, its collision isn't fully loaded. So if he walks into it, collision loads, he pops up on top and falls down, and is going to retry the skip just so we can get a better look at it. Thanks, Berto.
Yeah, you're welcome. There you go. And then rip.
Walks into it, roll, and then you can just kind of derp your way on over the tentacle, skipping about 6 minutes of intended gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine running glitchless.
Yeah, like,
Or the
Hey,
OG.
imagine! Stay tuned for the relay race tomorrow, by the way.
Whoa!
Is the relay race all glitchless?
Not all. At least Demon Souls is.
Nice.
PS1 is as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Berto's gonna...
oh, you forgot Radiant Ring.
I mean, even then, I still hadn't taken up that.
Oh,
Should
setting
be
up
in-
Clever Rat.
Really? I do take enough damage there, like running.
Yeah, I didn't take off my armor entirely. I thought it was enough.
Oh, okay. You forgot
Okay,
to be naked.
wasn't.
Coming around towards Maneater.
Am I the only one left, by the way? Or,
How much time?
well, am I the last runner going? What I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, you're in the lead, but you're doing awesome.
You're in the
Yeah,
lead.
you're winning. You're winning, Berto. All eyes are on you.
Okay, so yes, I'm last. Cool.
Oh my god, the fat throw.
Yeah, it's so scary. Oh, you need to... Well, this is going to sound weird, Berto, but do you need to take your pants off?
No.
That
I can
doesn't
do it
roll
with
out.
them on.
Always that roll with
Oh, shit!
people.
Anyway. What are we on time, by the way? With the clock or the estimate?
Oh, Berto shit.
109.
Oh my god.
09?
We are at 109 out of 120 right now, Berto.
Okay, I'll try it one more time, and then if not, I'll just forfeit. Because I mean, I was already late with the what do you call it? With the disconnect with the
Yeah, we had
Forced re-retirement.
a power grid hit.
yeah, good old Texas. I don't even know what happened. Maybe my thing got overloaded, but I don't even know what I'm doing. That's more texting. Hush, probably.
Too much speed. Are you move swapping for this fight, Berto, or is that just stock Dragon Bone moveset?
I'm move swapping. I'm swapping the moves.
Any swappers in chat?
Move weapon.
Carter, you can tell by he's holding the dragon bone on the left hand. And it's impossible.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that's like I was saying. That's exactly how it works in DS1.
Yeah,
You
and
two-hand it in the left hand.
And it's easier. Like, I mean, at least from the hardcore way you do it on Dark Souls 1, for instance.
Yeah, there's like no menu delay, so it's a lot easier.
Actually, the Demon Souls remake menu is so fast that you actually need to wait a little to do
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
it's really weird.
Yeah. Okay, since
Oh.
since you know had the power issues and stuff, I'm just gonna call it there. I did the incentive for it, but we
Yeah.
are a little behind
fair.
on the schedule, so just gonna let them, get a little bit of it.
Right. Well, great job, everyone.
We all killed a lot and we all killed man-eaters. That's all that matters.
G
That's all that
G.
matters.
It's a win.
All you
That's a
actually
win.
need to do to finish the game. Yeah.
Yeah, the rest is easy mode.
Optional content.
Yeah. DLC.
DLC. This is 8%. But yeah, thanks for having us. We got to have Demon Souls back for y'all again this year, because last year we got Demon Souls OG and it was 3 people racing, which I think was possibly the most we've had for Demon Souls, and then we got all 4 this year, so let's go.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Maybe next year we can get both. We'll see.
Oh my god.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have time to show like one sleep now.
I will do
Right.
break skip in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think we'll let them get set up for the next run. But thanks so much to Souls Speedrun staff for having us. I know we're a big rowdy group here in the Demon Souls Remake gang, but I'm very thankful to have this community and to have this spot to showcase this and raise some money for a great cause. Thanks to everybody who donated, and thanks especially to you 4 runners for all of the speed and wonderful gameplay. It was really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the easy part, right? Like, special thanks to everyone working behind the scenes. So it's not possible without you guys. So, thank you very much, everybody that's working hard to make these runs possible.
I'm gonna say thanks to everyone who is out watching. Thanks for all the donations. Like blanxz said, thanks for the setup because we were 6 people, so it takes a lot of effort to do the setups. Also, congrats guys, blanxz on winning the race, Nada on being the second, and Berto, I'm really sorry for Texas.
For Texas. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It's awful over here. Yeah, no.
It was really fun, and I appreciate that everyone make the effort to practice like really quick, but the new routes and everything went right.
Alright.
Yeah, just echoing what everyone said. Thank you guys for setting this up so much, having us back, and doing this again. Appreciate the other runners for helping us figure out this route. For Duck and blanxz, thank you guys for figuring out these routes, because oh my god, learning this a few days ago would not have been possible if someone hadn't already been like, hey, go do this.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, do something again next year.
Jeez. Thanks for having us, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Boy.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the Demon Souls podcast here. That was a lot of fun. Thanks to all the runners and everything. Up next, we have Mitch running Lies of P any %. There is a incentive going on for that to forbid summons, so get your donations in quick to make sure he has to fight all of the bosses without using summons. So go ahead and get those donations as soon as possible. I'm going to be signing off for now. So up next, you're going to be hosted by Wolfie. So it's been fun. I'll be back soon, so don't be too sad about it. But thank you so much to all the runners, and hope you guys continue enjoying the marathon. Thank you so much, everybody.